Yo. Yo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Merrick World Cup 2006 World Championships with the Offshore Super Series, the OPA, and Pacific Offshore here in Destin, Florida, brought to you by AJ's Oyster Bar and the Budweiser Select. The Offshore Super Series has done a great job all season long and brought you here to Destin, Florida for the final race of 2006 for the World Championships. There you see one of our Super V contenders. That's the Bad Boy Powerboats Godspeed number 121, owned by Tony Pacheco, driven by Will Ross and throttled by Larry Fontecha. It's a 38-foot bad boy powered by Mercury Racing, rigged by Kurtz Marine. It has IMCO drives. Well, it's been a threat all season long. It's now for sale as these guys are building a new Super V to race in 2007. V category on the first day was won by Fury. Mikisuki placed second and the Bad Boy finished in third. There you see Fury, the winner from the first day of racing in the World Championship. It's a 38-foot Phantom, Mercury powered with IMCO drives. Crew members Sean and Mario there prepare the boat for racing. There's number 388, Professional Marine Racing, local sponsor, the Black Pearl Restaurant. Alvin Heathman is the throttleman. Ray Contreras is the owner and driver aboard this 38-foot skater in the Cat Light category. These guys finished in fourth place on the first day of racing in Destin. Team Warpaint, one of our OSS Super Cat teams. Bob Vesper, the owner and pilot aboard. Ron Roman will be throttling Team Warpaint, this 38-foot Apache this week. It's got a pair of Bandit Super Cat engines in it. Another one of our Super Cats here in Destin is the number 3 CMS Mechanical Services Company. There's Learning the Ropes, Brian and Wilma Ross, Cat Light entry. They finished in 5th place on the first day of racing, all the way down from Canada. OSS is very happy to have the Ross family here racing with them. There's Team Hogsbreath, the 2nd place finisher in the Cat Outboard class. Team Hogsbreath from Key West. Paul DePoo Jr., the owner and driver. Lee Murray, the throttle man aboard Team Hogsbreath. Airspeed Racing is the owner. There's another one of our Super Cats. That's Tony Marcatonio's JD Byrider number 45. It's a 38-foot skater with CC Performance engines and Mercury number 6 Speedmaster drives. Mark Kowalski is the throttle man aboard JD Byrider. There's one of our Outer Limits pace boats here in Destin. Team CRC, Columbia Rim Corporation, number 7, one of the Cat Extremes here. Last year's 2005 national champions. This year they moved up to the Cat Extreme class. There's the freeze frame video support trailer. All your video and DVD needs available from the freeze frame support trailer. There's the Budweiser Select number 11 Cat Extreme entry. David Scott is the owner and driver. John Tomlinson, the throttle man. Reliable Carriers, Steve Curtis, the throttle man from England. Tom Abrams, the owner and driver from Detroit. 2006 Offshore Super Series National Champions, US1 Reliable Carriers. There's the Reliable Carriers Cat Light entry. These guys have been busy. They finished in 3rd place in the first day in Cat Light class, as well as winning the OPA's P1 class. Chris Hanley and Jerry Chastelet have a busy week ahead of them, racing 4 races this week, but running very strong thus far. There is Nichols Offshore, the concrete pumping company, sponsored by Schwing and Live Bait, as well as Brett Robinson from Orange Beach, Alabama, number 57. There's the number 5 WHM Motorsports 40-foot skater. Jay Muller and Billy Moff aboard WHM Motorsports. There's the world's fastest sport yacht. It's a 51-foot Outer Limit. AMF Offshore owns this turbine-powered Outer Limits. There's the AMF Racing Team's twin turbine boats. Miss Geico, number 113, Scott Begovich and Mark Granite, owned by John Hagan of AMF Offshore Racing fame. Geico Insurance Agency just signed with Team AMF. Welcome Team Geico to the offshore racing leagues. Some more of Team AMF's fleet here in the pits in Destin, including their V-Light entry, Team Levycraft. We're going airborne now, up above with the Cat Extremes as well as the Turbine Extreme. From outside in, the MTI Team CRC, powered by Twin Mercury 1075. That's Jeff Harris and Mike DeFries. Right next to them, the black and silver boat number 11, another MTI powered by Sterling 1500 horsepower inboards. That's Dave Scott and John Tomlinson. Sliding back now, this is the Super Cat fleet. Warpaint on the inside. Bob Vesper and Ron Roman aboard Warpaint. JD Byrider beside them. That's Mark Kowalski and Tony Marcantonio. JD Byrider is a 38-foot skater. Right beside JD Byrider, that's Nichols Offshore. Todd Warner and William Moore aboard Nichols. Beside Nichols is Reliable Carriers US 1. CMS beside Reliable Carriers with Mitch Miller and Bob Bull all the way on the outside. That's WHM Motorsports. Round in the corner at the east end of the course right now, number 38 Warpaint on the inside. Ron Roman and Bob Vesper in this 38-foot Bandit-powered Apache. Late in the day on the first day of racing here at the 2006 Merrick World Cup, brought to you by Budweiser Select and AJ's Oyster Bar. Beautiful beaches of Destin, Florida, and Fort Walton Beach, a great backdrop for the World Championships. Getting ready for the green flag here as they line up, and they're going now. We're off with the start of the Super Cat Championship racing here in Destin, Florida, on the beach. Warpaint dropping back just a little bit. JD Byrider looks like they're going to the front of the pack early on, as well as Nichols Offshore, Reliable Carriers, WHM Motorsports, and CMS. Very strong fleet of Super Cats here, running very well at the beginning of this race. A little bit bumpy here, but motoring right along. And speeds well in excess of 100 miles an hour early on here in 2006 Destin, Florida World Championships. Closest to us, Ron Roman on the throttles, Bob Vesper at the wheel. Team Warpaint 38-foot Apache Cat. Twin Bandit racing engines doing their job right now as these boats all motor towards turn 1, heading west in Destin. It looks like Nichols Offshore has the lead with Reliable Carriers right on their hip just to the outside. Going into turn 1 now. Starting to make their arc. It looks like Reliable Carriers with the slight advantage. WHM Motorsports all the way on the outside. Nichols and Reliable side by side going into the turn. Reliable will be the first to the pin. Nichols second. WHM Motorsports on the outside in third. JD Byrider in fourth. WHM Motorsports carrying a lot of momentum on the outside. Jay Muller on the throttles. Billy Moff at the wheel. You can see the blinding sun probably really causing these guys some issues as they go right into the sun. Great racing action three ways early on here. Reliable Carriers in the lead. WHM Motorsports in second at this point, with Nichols Offshore in third. Steve Curtis on the throttle, Tom Abram at the wheel. Reliable Carriers rounds turn 3 on the first lap here in the 2006 World Championship. They were this year's national champions, worked all year long, came from behind to win the championship. Tom Abrams and Steve Curtis in Reliable Carriers. Right now with a little bit of a lead over the rest of the Super Cat fleet, WHM Motorsports, CMS, JD Byrider, Nichols Offshore, and Warpaint doing battle right now. But up front is the Reliable Carriers. Tom Abrams, Steve Curtis at the front of the pack in Super Cat class. Right now, WHM Motorsports with Jay Muller is in second place. Billy Moff at the wheel of WHM Motorsports, trying to chase down Reliable Carriers. All season long, it's been a great battle between those two boats. In the fray right now, number 57, Nichols Offshore, with Billy Moore on the throttles and Todd Warner at the wheel. These guys haven't been around a whole lot this year, but right now proving they haven't missed a beat as they're battling for second place with WHM Motorsports. They get ready to cross the start-finish line to finish lap 1 at the 2006 Merrick World Cup. It is Reliable Carriers, Nichols Offshore, WHM Motorsports, 1, 2, and 3, with a battle for second place right now between Billy Moff, Jay Muller, and William Moore and Todd Warner in Nichols Offshore. WHM Motorsports and Nichols Offshore head-to-head for second place as Reliable Carriers at the front of the pack in the Supercat category. Awesome three-way race action here thus far in the Supercat category on day 1. Great shot out of our Pro Veen helicopter and our pilot, Coit Bailey, doing a great job helping us catch all this racing action for you, the fans of offshore racing. Freeze Frame Video, proud to be part of the Big 3 World Championships here in Destin, Florida. There you can see Nichols has pulled out an advantage now as they round the corners.
Under the helicopter's the pin. You're gonna take little chops, right? Little chops. We're gonna stay inside, right? Work it. Work it tighter, 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 tighter. Go inside. Too much, too much, too much, too much. Go full inside, full inside. There you go. Now behind his wake, behind his wake, in his wake, in his wake. Got to stay in his wake now. Stay left.
We're on board now with Nichols Offshore. We just took a couple different views off Warpaint. Now we're aboard Nichols Offshore. Todd Warner, the driver, and William Moore, the throttle man. can see great battle right there between Nichols and Reliable Carriers. Couple different great perspectives there aboard the onboard cameras on Nichols Offshore and Warpaint. Back now to the helicopter footage battle here between Reliable Carriers, Nichols Offshore, and WHM Motorsports. Nichols Offshore, number 57, and MTI SISM, sponsored by Schwing, Red Robinson, Live Bait. William Moore is the throttle man, Todd Warner is the driver, Gary Nichols is the owner. It's a Sterling-powered MTI with BPM surface drives. Definitely taking some big flyers aboard Nichols Offshore. These rollers here in Destin beating these boats up just a little bit, and they're definitely doing some flying, especially these big Super Cats. Still a three-way battle here. Reliable Carriers out front, WHM Motorsports to the outside. Nichols Offshore closest to us, and JD Byrider right behind. Reliable Carriers still with the lead around the right-hand corner on this course. WHM Motorsports in second place. Nichols Offshore in third. JD Byrider back in fourth at this point. Just a little ways back are CMS and Warpaint. Great battle here at the 2006 Merrick World Cup here in Destin, Florida. WHM Motorsports, they're hitting some big rollers and flying the boat pretty good. WHM Motorsports and Nichols Offshore side by side here in Destin, Florida. Heading west, rolling down the beach here with the Supercats in Destin, Florida. WHM Motorsports closest to us. Nichols Offshore on the outside and Reliable Carriers with a slight advantage at this point. Billy Moff and Jay Muller in WHM Motorsports running very strong in their Mercury-powered 40-foot skater. Two Sterling-powered MTIs up front right now. Nichols Offshore and Reliable Carriers. On board with WHM Motorsports, Billy Moff and Jay Muller. Definitely no problems with those Mercury Supercat engines aboard WHM Motorsports as they're motoring along right now. Billy Moth and Jay Muller aboard the 40-foot skater, WHM Motorsports. Reliable Carriers still with the lead over Nichols Offshore and WHM Motorsports. Number 57 is Nichols Offshore. You can see they've gained a little ground on Reliable Carriers at this point. Two Sterling-powered MTIs right here. Reliable Carriers with the Mercury number 6 drive. Nichols Offshore with the BPM surface drive, steering with a rudder. Nichols Offshore, the Fountain Sism MTI Schwing sponsor. Billy Moore is the throttle man. He is from North Carolina. Todd Warner, the driver from Florida. The boat is based out of Gary Nichols' hometown of Orange Beach, Alabama. Team Nichols took a win at the SBI race in Morehead City, North Carolina earlier this year. One of only 2 races it was in up until now this season. But Team Nichols here to prove a point, running strong at the Merrick World Cup here in Destin Beach, Florida. There you can see they're not letting Reliable Carriers go at all. Coming down now, number 45. This is J.D. Byrider. It is a 38-foot skater. It's got Chuck Cece racing engines in it and Mercury number 6 drives. Tony Marcantonio from Ohio is the owner and driver. Also from Ohio on the throttle is Mark Kowalski. Tubi style headers from Italy, one of the sponsors for J.D. Byrider. You see J.D. Byrider making up some ground on WHM Motorsports. Chuck CC Racing engines performing very well at this point. J.D. Byrider, Tony Marcatonio, Mark Kowalski making up ground on Billy Moff and Jay Muller aboard WHM Motorsports. Down now, this is 38. No, 38-foot Apache Cat. Team Warpaint. Bob Vesper is the owner and driver. Ron Roman is the throttle man. Sponsors aboard Team Warpaint include SwipeWipes.com. It's powered by a pair of Bandit Racing Engine Supercat engines with Mercury #6 Speedmaster drives. The boat is based out of New Jersey. Chief of the boat is Bob's girlfriend, Patty. Patty makes sure everything's in order for the team at all the races, and they have a great setup and are ready to go. Looks like one of the best runs all season long for Team Warpaint, and doing it at the right time here at the World Championships in Destin, Florida. Team Warpaint running very strong with Ron Roman on the throttles and Bob Vesper at the wheel. Rounding turns 3 here in Destin, Team Warpaint. Great run going here for Team Warpaint. Bob Vesper and Ron Roman, number 38. At the Merrick World Cup here in Destin, Florida, 2006, brought to you by AJ's Oyster Bar and Budweiser Select.
Work it in. Work it, slide it, slide it, slide it. Inside, inside. Gotta get out of this stuff. Come on, man, let's get on top of this thing. Get up on that wheel. You got it, man, you got it. I want to see you get up on that wheel. Don't get in the chop, stay behind the wake. You're hearing me, right? Okay. You getting a feel? Okay, we're still in it. It's a long race. Now work it easy, don't lose it. Work it easy, easy. Come back, don't let it catch an edge. There you go. That's what we're talking about. up on that wheel. Bars.
Ron Roman coaching Bob Vesper around the course. These guys doing a great job here in the Super Cat class of the OSS World Championships in Destin, Florida. See Team CRC leading the way around in the Cat Extreme class right now. Number 7, Jeff Harris and Mike DeFries motoring down the beach there in their MTI powered by Mercury. Bob Vesper and Ron Roman, number 38, doing a great job in their 38-foot Apache Cat. Team Warpaint. Looking back now, out of our Provene helicopter, pilot Coit Bailey doing a great job helping us capture all this action for all you race fans. Coming right under us now is Budweiser Select number 11 in their 44 MTI with twin 1500 horsepower Sterling racing engines. John Tomlinson, the throttleman. David Scott is the owner and pilot aboard Budweiser Select in the Cat Extreme category. Team Syntron nowhere to be seen back there at this point. Right now, Team CRC and Budweiser Select battling for supremacy in the Cat Extreme class. Beaming afternoon sun here in Destin, Florida. Budweiser Select, Dave Scott and John Tomlinson motoring their way around the course right now, doing a great job. Very strong professional team. Number 11, Budweiser Select Offshore Racing. Making the corner at the east end of the course. Budweiser Select motoring down Destin Beach right now. Trying to catch up with Team CRC. Still a battle in the Super Cat class. Reliable Carriers still out front at this point. Steve Curtis on the throttles, Tom Abrams at the wheel, leading the Super Cat class here in the first day of racing at the World Championships in 2006. US 1 Reliable Carriers, Sterling powered MTI out front. Battle here between Nichols Offshore and Reliable Carriers for the lead in the Super Cat class. Making the corner at the east end of the course. Reliable Carriers trying to hold off Nichols Offshore, who is charging hard at this point. Billy Moore and Todd Warner aboard Gary Nichols. Nichols Offshore in second place in Super Cat class. Sterling powered MTI with the BPM surface drives. Nichols Offshore, very strong run for these guys, currently running second place in Super Cat. Todd Warner on the wheel. William Moore on the sticks. These guys took second place at the World Championships last season, trying to move up one spot and become world champions here in Destin in 2006. Definitely looks like Nichols is gaining a little bit of ground on Reliable Carriers at this point. Still some bumps out here in Destin, but no problem at all for Nichols Offshore, number 57, running in second place in the Super Cat class. Still running strong. Number 5, WHM Motorsports in Super Cat class is there about to be passed by Team CRC running in the Cat Extreme class. Billy Moth and Jay Muller aboard WHM Motorsports. This 40-foot skater, always a strong runner in OSS. Mercury powered, Mercury number 6 drives. see Team Syntron number 21, Rich Wyatt, the throttle man, Herb Stotler, the driver, running in the Cat Extreme class. Team Syntron Liquid Energy, 40-foot Platinum with Mercury number 6 Speedmaster drives and Stotler Racing engines. These guys took a big win earlier on this season in Fort Myers, Florida. Have run well all season long. Team Syntron Liquid Energy. See one of the hatches loose there, bouncing around just a little bit on the back of Syntron. Number 21, the 40-foot Platinum, Team Syntron, Stotler powered. Rich Wyatt and Herb Stotler aboard. On board Team Syntron here. There you can see that hatch flopping around just a little bit. Rich Wyatt and Herb Stotler, Team Syntron, number 21 in the Cat Extreme class, the 40-foot Platinum. See Team Warpaint going by in the Super Cat class. Syntron and Warpaint. Two different classes, two different boats, both running well here at the end of the Destin World Cup Day 1. Big flyer there for Team Warpaint. Ron Rome and Bob Vesper and Team Warpaint. There you have it. First day's completed for all the OSS and OPA racing action here from the Big Three World Championship in Destin, Florida. The Merrick World Cup brought to you by Budweiser Select and AJ's Oyster Bar. We'd like to thank everybody that helped put this race on and made it possible for these three organizations to come together to put on this great event in Destin, Florida. Special thanks to Provine Helicopters for providing us with a great vantage point with our pilot Coit Bailey to bring you all this excellent footage. Special thanks to Roxy Hanna for all her help with the camera footage this week in Destin, Florida in the helicopter, as well as installing onboard cameras. We look forward to seeing everybody in 2007. Here are your winners in the Super Cat class. Nichols Offshore ended up your winner. J.D. Byrider came in second place, and WHM Motorsports finished up in third. In the Cat Extreme class, Team CRC was your winner. Bud Select came home in second place as Syntron Liquid Energy finished up in third. In the Turbine Extreme class, Miss Geico Platinum Princess finished up in first place. Freeze Frame Video is proud to be part of all this action in 2006. We look forward to seeing everybody in 2007. Have a safe holiday and a great winter. We'll see you all next year.
Yo.